some bars, ready? Up to me. So the words were, we all find ourselves in the PUB. Nice to your first, ready? We all find ourselves in the PUB. One more. We all find ourselves in the PUB. All together. We all find ourselves in the PUB. We all find ourselves in the PUB. We all find ourselves in the PUB. We all find ourselves in the This song is called This Product Dub. Get down. Every night was so out of sight with a cool evening vibe. Every moment we are high, every second lost in time. A reason to be bad, 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 or something like that. Lost in the ocean, inside confusion, emotion. My thoughts pass by. Take a dive in your mind, nothing I cannot find. What's yours is now mine, in this moment's timeline. Be silent or violent, be honest.
We've made it over to the live room. Gans, welcome back. How are you?
We're doing very well, thank you very much, Emily.
Oh.
It's nice to see you again. We saw you, last Wednesday, was it?
Yeah, no, it was last Wednesday, but thank you for having us tonight. We're super excited.
No worries. And you're not on your own this time round. Usually we just see two of you, but there's 5 of you.
Correct. So we have the super band with us tonight. So on saxophone, we have Tommy Slugs. On backing vocals, we have Meg Shaw. And on the piano, we have our very good friend, David Karatsu.
Amazing. What made you bring some more people along?
We had to bring the party.
Yeah.
Well, it's a party in here tonight.
Yes, indeed.
Debut album, though, on Friday. Very exciting. I mean, to put it into perspective, you only formed 2 years ago, right? What month of 2023 did you form?
December, I believe.
So that's not even 2 years, is it? And already, debut album. Has it like been a bit of a whirlwind for you both?
It's been completely life-changing. You know, we both had full-time jobs. We didn't even... This not started as a joke, but this was never meant to be serious, and here we are now with it's our full-time jobs, which is a genuine dream, you know.
I remember you saying that on stage the other day. How is it having it as your full-time job? Do you still love it?
I think every moment of it's completely surreal, isn't it? From like writing and recording to you know, performing in front of so many hundreds, so many thousand people. It just feels completely amazing to like have that connection with people for us just making our own music and having the opportunity to as well. Like things like this don't happen to me and Tom.
Yeah.
No, it's fabulous though. We've already heard and loved the singles from the album. Just great tracks, so much energy, so catchy, so hooky. Can we expect more of a similar vibe on the album, or is there a bit of a switch up somewhere on
Yeah,
that?
no, the whole point in the album was like we went into it with the mindset like we may never get this opportunity again. Like you just sort of said, like things like this don't happen to two working class lads from the West Midlands, from Dudley where we're from. So we've treated the record like it's our one chance to leave a stamp on the world, and what would we want that to be if we only had one chance? So there's a variety of tracks on there, a variety of vibes, and we worked without fear. I think was the important thing. Like we went into it with no restrictions, and we gave it literally everything we've got. So there's a variety of stuff on there, but I think now, like you sit on it for so long, we're so anxious for the world to hear it and just see how that energy comes back to us, the way we've put that energy out to the world.
Yeah, I remember chatting to you actually. I think it was in Sheffield back in May. I don't even think you'd announced the album at this point, and you were saying, something big was coming. And I remember you said that it's going to sound a lot different to what we'd heard before. What was it that kind of sparked that change? Was it just that you wanted to fully go for it, or were you listening to stuff that kind of influenced you?
I think for us, it's like we've had our entire lives to write this record, really. So given that chance, it was like we want to try and show off as much as we possibly can do. Like Tom said, we may never get a chance to do this again. So it's the idea of just everything that we're passionate about and everything that we love and all music that we're influenced by, we want to try and chuck into this record because it represents us in the best way, I think.
Yeah, and how do you both go into a writing session together?
Yeah, no, so I mean we've been the best of friends since we were 17. Like we are, especially with the last 12 months since we did this session last year, we've just become close, and we've bonded so close. We're brothers, it's past friendship now. So we wrote this record in 10 days in Wales.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's a story of intense movement. We signed a record deal, and then our manager and best friend Keith McCall was like, right lads, well, you booked in on the 6th of January, and this was about the 10th of December.
Did you have much choice in that?
No, but honestly, I'm so grateful for everything that man has done for us in our lives. He's changed our lives in 12 months, and it's that drive that's kept us moving forward. So we went to Llandudno in Wales, the two of us, with a big case of beer, armed with synths and drum kits, to a lovely host who wasn't expecting a full band to be working till 4 a.m. every day. And we just worked. We worked as to the point of complete. We were spent. We just gave everything we had in these 10 days, and we bounced off each other like nobody else in my life. And at the end of it, we had this record that we're so proud of. So that's how it sort of happened.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to hear it in full. And Ross Orton produced the album.
Yeah.
Has worked with the likes of Arctic Monkeys on AM, which is pretty massive. How did that relationship come about?
I mean, I'm trying to think. I remember that we just kind of reached out to Ross, showed him what we had, and he absolutely loved it, as in the singles and stuff. He was quite passionate about it. And then the relationship that we had working with him was probably unlike anything that we've experienced before. It was just, it was like Ross is an absolute genius, and so is Dave, the engineer, Karatsu, who's playing piano for us today. And just being in that environment and working with them and getting on so well together, it was just, I don't know, you can't explain it.
We always refer to Ross as in Technicolor. Like Ross doesn't see in usual 4D like humans do. Like he hears things and sees things that usual humans don't see, and it's influenced us so much down to our sonic and also our spiritual approach to things. Like everyone around us, pretty much since we started Gans, has this gung-ho attitude. Of ultra authenticity, and also believing that yourself is enough, and it goes wider than just sonic. It's like spiritually as well, like who you are is enough. And I think in such a strange time in human history where things are so insecure and so scary, like we've surrounded ourselves with people that made us feel good about us being us, and we did the same for those. And Ross was one of those people that has really made our lives a better place, and we learned so much, and we're grateful to have met Dave, who's become one of our best friends in the world. Like lots of people go into those sessions and they don't make connections where we've met some of the best people that we're really proud to have here today. So no, it was a really, really special time meeting Ross.
It feels like quite an emotional kind of thing gearing up to releasing the album. There's a lot of love in it seems.
Yeah, I remember when we did the session last year with Tom and Deb, and I remember Tom specifically saying oh, it seems like you're having a lovely time, and I actually really appreciate that, because it's having a lovely time with this ultra mercenary attack of we are coming at the world with like just to burn as brightly as possible after spending a lifetime sort of feeling apologetic about being ourselves. So it is emotional, man. It's, you know, like, again, we never believed we'd do this 18 months ago when we started writing songs in a studio in Birmingham, and now we're here. So we appreciate every moment, but it's super emotional. Like, this is me and you and our friends and our people bearing all to the world, and obviously that's incredibly risky to do. So you can get hurt, but we don't care. You know, we're being ourselves, and that's the most important thing.
You've got each other as well.
We do have each other intensely.
Shall we get into the live session? You're going to play 2 tracks for us. Do you want to kick it off?
Yeah, no, totally. So this first song is called The King's Head, and we just want to dedicate this set to peace, you know, unity, harmony and love across the country and across the world in a time where that's not happening so much. So this is called The King's Head.
Me and Emily have made our way back into the live session room for part 2 of Gans. How are you doing, guys?
That was fun.
It was very fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had a lovely time.
Get the heartbeat going.
Have you had a rest? Have you had some water?
Not too much for a rest, though.
No.
Back to it. I mean, speaking of fun, we need to speak about you guys live, because Em and I caught you at Yes in Manchester last week. Was it Wednesday?
Wednesday,
yes. Wasn't it? Midweek gig. Love it. Thank you for that. It was amazing. We managed to catch around, I think it was 4.5 songs, I want to say it was, sprinting from Media City, but the 4.5 that we caught were magical. There was crowd surfing, wasn't there?
It was indeed.
Yeah, I was wondering whether me and Emily could crowd surf tonight, but...
No, I don't think we can do that. Maybe another time.
Tommy's looking strong, I reckon. I reckon he's got both, yeah.
I mean, how has touring been so far? Because it's so, you know, high energy and the crowd are loving it. You guys are loving it, I hope.
No, we love every moment. I think I hope that's obvious to see.
No,
it's incredible. This was the first. Things felt like they changed for us for this tour. It was we had 8 shows that are all completely sold out across the main cities, and it was the first time we've done those main cities on our own 2 feet, and it surpassed our expectations. You know, like, you don't believe that anybody will come and party the way that they did, but we're absolutely ecstatic that they did come that way. Like, we had an incredible time, and, you know, like, obviously there's a lot of narrative around touring being hard, but I think the minute you step on that stage for those 50 minutes, like, you live for that moment, and once you're there connecting with those people and sort of sharing that moment together, nothing compares in the world.
When I saw you in May, I think you'd done about 50 shows, and then you've been counting since then. So do you know what number show we're on now this year?
We know we're definitely in the high 90s now. We're nearing the 100, and I think there's another 65 plus to go this year. So pretty big year for me and you, and then the VW Passat.
I feel bad asking this question considering you've done so many shows, but are there any highlights? Is there anywhere you love playing?
I don't know, I suppose for us it's probably, it's a bad answer to the question, but every single night that we get to play in front of people is completely surreal and it's amazing. I think it would be unfair to try and pick a place. I mean, you know, obviously Birmingham was a hometown show, that was like phenomenal, but every single show that we've done on the tour, every show that we've done before has been absolutely, you know, ecstatic for the pair of us.
Yeah, and you sound live as well, it's huge. And it is normally just the both of you, right? And obviously tonight we're getting a taste of more members in Gans. Is there any sort of, you know, future sort of, I don't know, aspirations, I guess, to make it a bigger live setup?
I think that's definitely the intent. You know, like, we don't know how this project will manifest as we go forward, but it's not in our egos to be like, no, it's just the 2 of us and that's it. Like, that's not how we roll. Like, we've felt, you know, like tonight we've got the most amazing band with us, who are also the best of friends that we've known for years, or not so long as in with Dave, but only the best people can play with us. So it's definitely within our aspirations to keep growing and keep seeing how this keeps going, man. As long as people give the energy like they have tonight, that's all that matters to us.
You need a bigger car.
You reckon?
I think so.
That would hurt the car's feelings very much.
We must talk about, whilst we've got you here, Peter Doherty. Can't say Pete. He's your label man, I guess. Label boss in a way.
Strap Originals is Peter Doherty's baby, and you know, like I've sort of referenced a few times, the first record I ever bought was Up the Bracket by the Libertines, and he really is the sweetest man, and he's supported us so much all along. And you know, like, we played at the Peace Hall with the Libs a month or so ago, and Pete watched the full show from the side of the stage, and I sort of kept looking at him, and he just like kind of wink at me, you know. And we've developed such a a beautiful relationship with that man, and he's only ever shown us support, you know, and we're so grateful to the label for working with us and trusting with us. You know, like I know a lot of people will have a sort of thing like the label changed us, and they'll go online and then, you know, say mean things about that, but we've only ever had support because they've trusted in the vision that we've had all along, and that's been really special because it's allowed us to really enjoy this experience, you know.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, what's next then for you guys? You got the debut album on Friday, and then you got a few dates coming up next week as well, and then Europe.
Yeah, exactly. We've got, obviously we finished the tour, but then after that, like now, we've got all the in-stores that are coming up, and that's in like Huddersfield and Liverpool and many other places. And we're ecstatic about going there and seeing so many people. Just being able to talk to people as well. You know, like you see so many people at the shows that are amazing. And then like being able to actually talk to them at the in-stores is, you know, something that we both really look forward to. And then after that, we've got, I think we're going on tour with Big Special around Europe, and then we're going on tour with Pop Will Eat itself as well. And then I think after that we've got a few more shows. And
more shows to announce as well. So the party don't stop over here.
Very exciting.
Shall we get your third and final track on then?
Please.
Let's do it.
This is a song called Nightwalking with the full wrecking crew behind us.